In 2021, I lost 34 pounds in 2 months, 207 to 173. And to make sure my methods were sustainable, I didn't say a word about it until I kept the weight off for over a year. It's been 4 years now, and I've kept the weight off effortlessly. If you want to be jacked and lean at the same time, if you want to look like Ryan Gosling from The Place Beyond the Pines or Jason Momoa from Aquaman, you are watching the right video. If you're struggling with your weight or your eating habits and you think getting in shape is impossible, a complicated, abstract myth that you'll never solve, so fuck it, why bother trying? I have amazing news for you, my friend. You're wrong. If you think you're doomed, if you think being overweight is your fate in life, if you think being hot is for other people, not you, you're wrong. You can be lean and muscular in your lifetime. It's 100% possible. It's math, science, and structure. You can do it without starving yourself. You can do it without cardio. These are 3 ideas you need to understand. The difference between this video changing your life and just being another video that you mindlessly consume in one ear out the other is you cannot just tell yourself the words like you're reciting mindless facts in history class. You need to actually download the beliefs. 1. Food isn't an activity. Food isn't something to do when you're bored. We have an empty hour on the schedule. Better fill it with a corn dog and a pixie stick. No, you don't need to get one of every snack item every inning at the baseball game. Crazy concept. You should only eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored. If you do that, you will change your life. The pain you're in now, the stinging, wretched, deeply annoying pain of being rattled to take your shirt off, of feeling like a bloated, pasty loser in pictures, will vanish. Will it happen overnight? No. Will it happen way faster than you think possible? If you stay strong and hold to it and execute, yes, you will be lean and muscular in no time. Strong AF in the gym, loving your life, maintaining it without even feeling like you're on a diet. The point of being lean and muscular and hot is not because it makes you better than people. That is the most unwell thing I've ever heard. The point of being lean and muscular and hot is because you're so grateful to the universe for how amazing life is that your way of saying thank you is by being the best version of yourself. Your wife doesn't want a doughboy. She doesn't want to hear self-deprecating jokes about how far you've let yourself go since college. She doesn't think it's funny. Don't make her sad when she's going to bed at night thinking about your eating habits and what that means for the future of your marriage. She wants a muscular, happy, grateful, generous stud. High energy, high testosterone, high gratitude, combination of your favorite movie characters. She wants her dad to brag about you when he's hammered. You owe this to her. Let's freaking go, dude. You should only eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored. And if you're meeting up with a friend, do you need to get food about it? Do you need to get a drink or smoke a joint or eat cheesy bread? Do you need for there to be a reason you hang out? Why can't you just go for a walk or post up at a coffee shop and people watch and laugh your happy asses off? If you need a reason to hang out with someone, or if you need to consume something to justify hanging out with them, whether that be an IPA or a joint or fried dough, are you actually friends? If you can't go to their place and take a nap on their couch and say 0 words and do absolutely nothing, are they your friend? In the words of Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone top 50 song of all time, how come I never hear you say, I just want to be with you? What to do when the late night cravings arrive, when Moose Tracks ice cream seems like the greatest idea in the world. I can't sleep without something sweet. Nonsense. That's what the CEO of Ben & Jerry's wants you to think. That's what the CEO of Kellogg's Kid Cereal and Nabisco Oreos want you to believe is true. It's not. There is no reason to ever put packaged, processed doughboy nonsense in your body. You are clogging your bloodstream. You are sabotaging your chances with your crush. Telling yourself you need late night junk food is no different than someone telling themselves there's alcoholism in their family, so they need to be an alcoholic. Telling yourself you need late night junk food is no different than someone telling themselves their parents beat them as a child, so they need to beat their kids. What? Freaking idiocy. Insane. Do not give up your life to junk food. You are freaking awesome, dude. You are worthy of a great life. Whatever you think is so bad about yourself, whatever you think you've done that is so terrible, I promise you, there are 100 people you know who have done things 100 times worse. You know what they're really good at? Hiding it. Resist the late night junk food temptation. Save your freaking life. You might think it's impossible. It's not. It's freaking not. You might think you've slipped down an impossible trap and there's no way out, and your eating habits are warped and ridiculous, and your relationship to food is the most broken, addictive, unhealthy situation in the world. It's not. I freaking promise you it's not. When the late night cravings visit you, this is what you tell yourself. If you're not hungry enough to eat pure protein, you're not physically hungry, motherfucker. You're mentally hungry. Pure protein is steak, salmon, eggs, protein shake. If you're not hungry enough for pure protein during the late night hours, you're not physically hungry. You are craving dopamine. Dopamine is the most powerful chemical in your brain. Dopamine is released when we experience rewarding activities such as eating delicious food, having sex, or achieving goals. There are good kinds of dopamine, like learning a song on the piano, or crushing a badass set of shoulder presses in the gym, or writing a banger text to your crush. There are bad kinds of dopamine. Easy, cheap, pleasure-based forms of dopamine, like ice cream sandwiches and mindless TikTok scrolling. When you think you're hungry for ice cream or kids' cereal late at night, you are not actually hungry. You are craving the short-term pleasure that the artificially enhanced snacks and treats are engineered with to make you addicted. Junk food cravings aren't legitimate hunger. It's dopamine seeking. It's not the end of the world. Your progress isn't destroyed. You're not a bad person for eating your wife's grandma's chocolate chip cookies at Christmas time. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban on in the background. Just understand what's going on chemically in your brain. There is a difference between physical hunger and dopamine seeking. If you truly understand this, if you download this, this will change your freaking life. What's tricky is 99% of the population are slaves to cheap dopamine. If you want different results, if you don't want to look like everyone else, if you don't want to think and behave and perform like everyone else, you're going to need to eat different from everyone else. If being different and risking being teased for it is enough to keep you trapped in crappy routines that are not making you feel good, that are keeping you from your full potential, go fuck yourself. Be a loser. You don't deserve to be happy. If you aren't willing to put in base level work to make your life better, you don't deserve a good life. Be a freaking loser. 2. Partying is great, the memories are giddy and hysterical and awesome, but shake hands with reality. Too much of it will 100% make you a loser, physically and mentally. Not the fun, good time kind of loser that people who drink too much try to convince themselves they are. No, you wish, motherfucker. Too much partying will make you a sad, toxic, get away from me loser. It will turn your life into a downward spiral. Crazy concept. If you save your partying for special occasions, you'll have more time to hit the gym, you'll feel a trillion times better, and your diet will be way cleaner because you won't be 90 drinks in when making your eating decisions. Then, when you do party, you can go wild and have a blast without waking up feeling like a loser the next day. Without the bad thoughts chomping at you, why are you doing this to yourself? You're not living up to your full potential. Give yourself permission to surround yourself with friends you enjoy hanging with sober. Without getting too deep, the only people you should be getting non-sober with are people you enjoy yourself around sober. Spend time around friends you have fun with sober. This is what all our favorite people are doing. Julian Edelman, Matthew McConaughey, George Kittle, Riley Green. They're not partying all the time. They pick their shots. That way, they can go wild and enjoy it. That way, every time they drink, it's the Friday beers feeling. Thursday night, first weekend back to campus, second semester of senior year. That way, when they are partying, they're hot AF and sharp and alert and dialed and in a phenomenal mood. Euphoria. Life is amazing. Life is a peaches and cream smoothie packed with protein after a badass lift. If you clean up your habits, you'll be floating in heaven. There's a reason Julian Edelman and Matthew McConaughey and George Kittle and Riley Green always look like they've been living in Florida the past 18 months. Even if they haven't, they're healthy, they're glowing, they're thriving in a lifted mood all the time because they're so freaking proud of themselves. Not because they're doing anything spectacular, because they're showing up for themselves day in and day out. And their good days are compounding. Their success is stacking because they're not taking humongous back steps twice a weekend, every weekend. Amazing news. You can do the same. We can all be our version of Julian Edelman, Matthew McConaughey, George Kittle, Saquon Barkley, Riley Green. You get one life. What the heck else are you doing? 3. The best diet hack isn't coffee or intermittent fasting. It's something Jake Gyllenhaal and Dua Lipa and randomly the teacher you loved in high school are all doing. It's doing an activity you love. Something that makes you lose track of time. Maybe it's playing the piano or writing movie reviews or watching mystery documentaries or fishing or coding a freaking computer. There is something you love doing that takes your mind off food, that makes food seem unimportant. There's a reason Dua Lipa and Jake Gyllenhaal and the teacher who was cool and interesting AF from your high school are fit year-round and never have issues with bad eating habits. It's because they spend their lives doing things that light them up, that make food an afterthought, that make them lose track of time, that they know deep down is the reason why they're on this earth. It doesn't matter if the activity you love doing is something your friends wouldn't won't understand in a million years. Maybe it's watching the Harry Potter movies front to back. It doesn't freaking matter, dude. It doesn't matter if I think it's cool, your friends think it's cool, your girlfriend thinks it's cool. It doesn't matter if everyone you know would make fun of you for it. What matters is that it lights you up. It doesn't matter if it's cool or socially acceptable, or if it's something you can use to make money. Don't be transactional. Be free. Do what makes you feel alive. Do what makes you lose track of time. Don't let anyone judge you out of making yourself happy. 1. Food isn't an activity. Eat only when you're hungry, not when you're bored. 2. Party tastefully. 3. Make time for what lights you up. If you do these 3 things, you will solve late night eating issues, you will lose all the fat you want, your life will be freaking merry. You will shed fat on autopilot. I'm speaking firsthand. I thought it was impossible to execute the diet I have now. If you would have told me 5 years ago that this would be my life, I would have said, no freaking way, you're crazy. You may think it's impossible. You might think you slipped down an impossible trap and you're stuck and there's no way out. There's no way you can change your ways. You're wrong. It brings me so much joy to tell you you're wrong. You freaking got this, baby. Life is unreal. You're freaking awesome. Let's maximize our full potential.